Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Now, the more archaeology stuff actually gets revealed, the more excited I get. Now, they've released some more benefits / rewards about archaeology in a recent stream, so let's go ahead and talk about that. So when you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. First of all, the relics. Now, relics are something I personally like because they are a passive boost or increase to something. Just like the Anachronia Slayer stand where you put your Slayer helmet on the stand and then you never ever have to worry about that buff again. The extra damage, the extra accuracy, you know what I mean. Now, these relics work in a similar way. Once you activate them at a monolith, you actually get that boost forever, anywhere you are in Gielinor, unless you swap it out with another boost. As you can only have 3 relics active at one point in time, at least that's what it seems like. Now, these relics are obtained through exploring the dig sites, which I assume is just finding them, maybe RNG based, and completing collection logs of certain artifacts. So you find a set amount of artifacts, possibly while training, and then you unlock a certain relic. You can also obtain them by sending out your research teams, so basically doing the time-gated ports type of content, kind of like Anachronia Basecamp, probably for a certain amount of time until you have the resources to craft the relic is what I'm assuming. I don't exactly know, but what they did say in the stream and in the video is that it's going to require you some effort to obtain these relics, and it won't be easy or quick. Now, each relic requires a certain amount of monolith power. Now, this is power you obtain by having a certain archaeology level, and you can have 150 at level 1, 250 at level 40, and 500 possibly being the max at level 90 archaeology. Now, you cannot exceed this power in using your 3 relics, so you could choose to use 3 weaker relics and have 300 power used at level 90, or you could use a very powerful relic or high tier relic that requires much more monolith power, but you can't use other relics on the side. Now, these relics seem to require the chronotes, the archaeology currency, at least a set amount, probably to activate the relics so that you do not switch them constantly. I do not yet know. Now, chronotes can be obtained by buying them from other players, so yes, they are tradable, the currency is tradable, or alternatively gathering an artifact and giving it to a collector, or maybe possibly even completing a task or some kind of challenge. I do not yet know, but that's all I know right now. Now, here are all the relics currently known. Now, some seem quite useless, but some seem very good for PvM, and I can easily see people using the Font of Life for tanking, Death Ward for tanking, again for tanking roles during PvM, maybe raids. Now, in PvM, adrenaline is pretty important, so Fury of the Small, Heightened Senses, and Conservation of Energy are going to be pretty good. And for farming, I suppose Healthy Herbs could be useful because your herbs will never die. And I see the Nexus Mold Relic becoming extremely good for Abyss runecrafting, boosting not only the experience, but also the money per hour because you'll be able to make more runes per hour at the Abyss. And you'll have no risk of dying in the wilderness. Now, Ancient Summoning is something I'm very excited for because we'll have new familiars and a new way of obtaining and using them. Ancient Familiars actually obtained by killing a creature and collecting its soul, in a way, kind of, with a binding contract. This will then turn into a kind of summoning pouch. Now, during the stream, they actually mentioned the Hellhound Ancient Familiar being the lowest level 1, unlocked at level 45 summoning, soaking 10% of all damage the player takes. I can easily see this becoming one of the most important PvM familiars. The Ripper Demon at level 96 summoning deals more damage, passively by the way, the lower the health of the opponent is, which I can also see being useful. And it also has a scroll where it deals 300% of its maximum damage in one hit when it jumps in the air, much like the Ripper Demons you kill with Slayer with their special ability. Now, the thing I like the most about Ancient Summoning is that you can finally train summoning by not just making pouches over and over again, as summoning experience with the Ancient Familiars is obtained by capturing the familiars and using them in combat. So you can actually properly train summoning while also doing combat or PvM, which is much more fun than just making pouches over and over at the bank, spamming a portable box, making scrolls, whatever. Also, these binding contracts / summoning pouches will be tradable and buyable. Now, Ancient Invention doesn't start until you reach level 70 and unlock the Stormguard Citadel site. You can then curate ancient gizmos for tools, armor, and weapons, and these have 9 slots opposed to the regular 5. This means that the current meta for Slayer, skilling, or bossing in terms of perk setups will be outdated and will become different. As you can now have perks with higher ranks, for example Precise 6, Equilibrium 4, or you could have Biting 3 and Crackling 2 in a gizmo shell, and many other combinations that will come after release. They also mentioned new components coming from Archaeology items, and possibly even new ancient perks. But that's probably something they'll release later down the line, at least that's what I'm assuming, kind of like what they did with Invention, that there's like a batch 2 or something. I don't think that will be there on release, or they would have mentioned it. But maybe it will, I don't know. Anyways, when Archaeology is released, I'll get on top of it as fast as I can in terms of video making and streaming. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch, link in the description below. And if you're interested in other games or just helping me get to the YouTube partner program on my second channel, I'd appreciate it if you checked out that channel and maybe even subscribe there as well. And with that being said, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.